What's going on, guys? Besides here, and into this video we will learn exactly how to play AD carry properly. Macro, decision making, wave management, all of these things are going to be touched in this video. We're going to learn it together in this VOD review that I made for a player that wanted to get out of low elo. For those of you who are the first time here, my name is Besides, and on this channel I post videos on how to get better in League of Legends. So if you want to improve in LoL 10 times faster, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. For those of you who are struggling, getting better and climbing in the game, I give free OPGG reviews on my stream. An OPGG review can help you to identify your biggest mistakes and can tell you if the champions you play are good for climbing or bad for climbing. All what you have to do is follow my stream and ask for an OPGG. Enjoy the video. Perfect. Let's go for the VOD review. I'm very excited to help you, Lucas, for this VOD review. Let's see what you're doing wrong. Let's see the real mistakes that you're doing wrong, and let's see what you actually need to get to gold. Perfect. So first of all, I want to take a look at your OPGG. Well, actually, you'll surprise me. You'll surprise me with the OPGG. So let's look at your game first. So you play Aphelios with Nico. Aphelios, you know, as a champion, not the most recommended champion below platinum. Very hard, difficult, probably is gonna hold you back from climbing. But you know, sometimes you can be the guy that says, okay, who cares, I like him, I wanna have fun, coach me on this champion. I know it's gonna be harder, but I like the champion. Perfect, so we know this. Good. You're playing against Aphelios with Nico against Vayne and Senna. Okay, so what should you do? So Aphelios Nico, you can play aggressive because with Crescendum, with a red gun, you can poke Vayne pretty well. The thing is they have Senna, so it's gonna be pretty hard. Theoretically, it's gonna be a bit harder to poke the Vayne with your gun because Senna is always gonna look to poke you. So there is that. Definitely every time when you can poke with your green gun, you should look to poke Vayne. The problem is that first of all, you should try to create an advantage in terms of minions. Like as you can see right now, Vayne created an advantage with the minions, so she can easily look to poke. We didn't do it, and we're gonna see the problem with that. Good. So Aphelios, you want to look to play for poke. You're going to be a stronger champion than Vayne. Obviously, they have Senna, so you want to make sure you have good positioning and you don't really go too close to the Senna. And of course, since you play with Nico, we have to be very disciplined on whenever she's walking up, you want to walk up with her. And you want to look to, when she's going to W, when she's going to look to go in, you want to look to be able to follow up. Okay, I already saw some things. I'm not going to spoiler you. Mistakes, good things. You did something good and I like it. I will not tell you right now, I'll tell you after the good things. This is a good thing. Perfect. So I write it down so I don't forget it. Good. So overall in this matchup, you want to play slow, meaning that when Nico is going to hit something, you can walk up and trade more aggressively. If not, then you want to look to create an advantage in terms of minions and you want to look to poke. Obviously, this lane is you basically want to avoid getting poked from Senna. They have Nunu. So you have to be very careful of the ganks, but this shouldn't really be a problem. Good. So there are already like a lot of things that we can talk about. Theoretically, in terms of the first buy, Cal is a good item if you just want to look to play slow. Like if you just want to look to farm, if there is no interaction in the lane, there is no trading, there is nothing. In this case, you play against a Vayne, so you could say, yeah, but I go Cal because I play against Vayne. Well, that's true. The problem is that you also play against Senna, and against Senna you can't go for Cal because you're just gonna get poked and it's gonna be hard for you to play the game. This is why, as you can see, when we press tab, you have the exact farm like Vayne. So I would go Cal personally whenever I know there is no interaction in the lane. Let's say you have Yuumi and they have like Ezreal with like something like you know, Alistar, you know, it's not gonna be a lot of fighting, it's gonna be playing slow because they have Ezreal, you have Yuumi. In that case, I would consider going for the Cal. I wouldn't go for Cal in this specific case against Senna, because obviously you might get poked in the lane, and if you don't have long sword 3 potions, you're gonna have a rough time to heal up. So especially for bronze and silver, Cal is good, but you is good in only in very specific situations. Very specific situations. I wouldn't go Cal in general. I would only go Cal when it comes to play safe. You both boots first, the Berserker boots first, you boot the non-quiver first, that's fine. Again, okay, we're gonna talk in a little bit. Okay. By the way, is this the only account that you play on? Because I see you have only like 10 games this season. So there is that. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. So we're gonna see how you play this game. I want to look to the first 15-20 minutes. I want to see like what's going on first before I actually go into the review. But on a theoretical level, Aphelios against Vayne, I mean, it's skill in terms of who is gonna outscale. So it's very, very skill. Okay. Let's see. Call is good when you have lane prio because it's basically free CS. I mean, I think it's more than just lane prio, because you can have lane prio, but maybe you want to win the lane, or maybe you need the long sword, you know. It just depends a lot. And he's bronze, so I wouldn't recommend Call to a bronze player, because in bronze many games are just gonna be looking to be won in very beginning of the lane, like super early one. So usually that's why I don't recommend Cal to like super low elo players, even though Lucas is honestly performing a lot better than I thought a bronze player could perform. So there is that. Perfect. So definitely need to talk about that, because you know, in bronze, I mean, are you gonna wait for 40 minutes and you're gonna get Cal? Okay, sure. But until 40 minutes game, you're gonna lose so much. Your teammates are gonna be so behind, right? So yeah, there is that. We're gonna talk about what happened. This is bronze for real? Yes, he's bronze 3. Yes. He's bronze 3. He's definitely better than average. I have second account, but I didn't play on it this season. Okay, so this is the only account you have, right? And what was your maximum rank, or how long have you been? So what was your maximum rank ever? How long have you been playing this game for? And when did you start to come back in the game? I see. Okay, perfect. So we identify a good thing. We identify 2 good things. We identified 3 good things. And then we identify... this is a huge mistake. I'm not gonna tell you yet. This is a huge mistake. Okay. Good. Interesting. So this is interesting. That's very interesting. Amazing. Absolutely bonkers game. Amazing. This is a really good game. This shows exactly what you're doing wrong. I see. Let's see what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so you're up in CS, you're staying with your teammates, they're doing Nashor, that is fine. You have 2 items, you need Gale Force, Vayne, Quiana, Nunu. I would definitely go for Gale Force, absolutely 100%. That's fine. Okay, so let's read the comment in case you commented. Yes, and they pretty good. Okay, so Lucas, let me know what is your maximum rank, man. Let me know, because I want to know your maximum rank, because this account, and they play pretty good. I'm not suffering on lane because of bad AD carry. Yes. This is interesting. This is very interesting. That is very interesting. Very interesting. Max rank was silver last season. Okay, and last season how much did you play, Lucas? I'm telling you, bronze looks like diamond 1. Maybe, honestly. I think like 70 games probably. I see. Very nice, man. Very nice. Even the small things, you're doing them. Look at this. Like now, you're backing off, you ghosted. This is good. You're trying to actually hit over the wall. This is really good. A bronze player will usually not do this. And then now you try to walk up, but you're super patient. You don't walk up too fast. And then now you just back off. Like the way you approach the fights, your game sense is better than just silver, really. Did you play any MOBAs? Dota, Smite, something like this? StarCraft? I'm pretty sure you play Dota or like some MOBAs from my experience. But okay, let's take a look at the game. Perfect. So mistake is that you go Khal. I wouldn't go Khal in this rank. I would always go longsword 3 potions against Senna, especially because you play with Nico, and Nico is gonna look to actually play aggressive, and Nico is gonna look to actually poke, so I wouldn't go for that. Definitely fleet footwork is fine, cut down is fine. So this one I do agree with everything. So let's see what you're gonna do in the lane. So in this matchup, Since you play Aphelios against Vayne Senna, it's really important when you play against Senna. It's really important when you play against Vayne Senna to have priority, because if you don't have priority against Senna, it's gonna be pretty hard for you to really play the game. So definitely we wanna be faster in the lane. If you really think that you being faster in the lane is very important, like in this specific case they have Senna and we have Aphelios and Nico, so it will help a lot to bully Vayne early on and to get faster in the lane. You can tell your jungle, hey, can we please not leash? We're gonna win the lane hard if we don't. You can tell him something like that. In this case, again, since it's bronze, I wouldn't stress too much about it, because they probably don't, like, yeah. So okay, you're gonna go for a leash. Let's see how many auto attacks you go for the leash. You should go 4 or a maximum 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and then you just go. Okay, first of all, I would only use the red gun. I wouldn't really use the green. And second of all, you should go this way. You should go short way. I'm not entirely sure why you go long way. If you went long way because you thought Senna is gonna stay here and she's gonna zone you, that is not bad. The problem is that if you thought that they're gonna be here, I mean, you shouldn't really be scared, because, I mean, theoretically you're gonna lose because Vayne has PTA and Aphelios level 1 is kind of useless, and also Senna. But majority of the cases, if you go like this, 90% of the cases you're not gonna get cheesed. So I do recommend you to go like this. Again, if you were scared of Senna trying to go like this and then staying here and like zoning you like this, that's fine. But as a rule of thumb, I would try to get faster into the lane, because right now you didn't go like this, you went like this, and you could have been faster in the lane. You could have started pushing. Now you didn't push it, so now it's gonna be pretty hard. You're trying to push right now, which is very good. You're hitting the minions constantly. Let's see what you're gonna do. You walk up, good auto attack. That's good. That's fine. Let's see what you're gonna do right now. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, the first priority in the laning phase, when you go in the laning phase, is to obviously get this small minions. That is fine. Right now, Vayne is walking up and you wanna auto attack her. This is very good because you have range advantage. But after you did it, after you actually poke her, because after you poked her because you have extra range, you wanna actually create a CS advantage. Now we can see that there is 3 minions here against 3 minions, right? So if Vayne is not really in front of you right now, you shouldn't really waste time to like walk up and go on her, because if you do, Senna is most likely gonna poke either the Nico, or she's gonna actually walk up on you. The worst thing that can happen right now is you losing prio. So all what these seconds when you can't poke, you should use it on the minions. Yes, I agree with you. If you would say, yes, but I play against an Alistar, so Alistar is a melee champion, he's gonna stay here so I can pressure Vayne, I don't need to create a minion advantage before I poke, I would say yes, against melee champions, getting level 2 advantage is not, it's important, but not as important as against Senna. Because if you're trying to really poke Vayne too much and you're spending, because look at you right now, like right now, all of these auto attacks should be used on the minions. You see this? All of these auto attacks should be used on the minions. So step number 1, it is like this. If they are around your range and you can poke them for free, you should always look to poke. But before step number 1, before looking to poke, there is a preliminary step that you should respect, which is create a minion advantage state, so you can facilitate yourself to go for poke. So in other words, before looking to poke them, you should try to manage and control the minions. Usually, of course, that auto attack on the Vayne was fine, but after you do the auto attack, you should focus really hard on the minion. Do you see these seconds? There are many seconds where you're not doing anything. This shows me that you're below platinum already. So right here, you just stand still and you say, oh, but you know, I'm hitting right now. True, but you didn't hit. And now, as you can see, the poor Nico takes poke and they also get prio. They also get the push. And you can say, okay, but I can win against Vayne anyways. Well, you can win the game against Vayne anyways. The problem is that Vayne doesn't want to win against you. She wants to play safe and she just wants to farm. So the fact that you're not pushing for level 2 in that specific case and you allowed Senna to actually walk up and create a minion advantage, that was bad, because now Vayne can farm safely. So this is the first thing that you did, and I'm gonna write it right here. Not playing for pushing, not playing for push level 1, not level for level 2 push, level 2 first. Not auto attacking, that is bad. And right now you're gonna lose prio, which is very bad, because you play Aphelios with Nico against Senna. If you have Prio, it's gonna be really nice. Your positioning is very good in the lane. Your positioning is super good. And now, you see this? Do you see this, Lucas? Look at this. Now, you created a minion advantage. What do I mean by minion advantage? Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1. So now, when you walk up, it's a lot easier for you to walk up and poke. You see this? Boom! Because you have 2 casters, you created a minion advantage. Now you can poke safely. Do you see this? Do you see this? Now Vayne can't farm. This is what I wanted from you. First, create a minion lead so you can facilitate, so you can allow, so you can give yourself the opening, the window to go for poke, and after you create that minion lead, after you auto-attack the minions a little bit, then you just go for level 2. This is good, but it's too late right now. It's too late right now, so we have to be very careful right now. It's 3 minutes and 15 seconds. It's the 3rd wave. Okay, so this is basically... it's the 4th wave. So now usually after 2 minutes and 50 seconds you really should expect a gank. Yes, sometimes it could also happen at 2:30, but majority of the cases is after 2:45, 2:50. By that time you should already have a word. It's 3:15, so be very careful if you're playing too aggressive, because Nunu can be on the river. So this is, be very careful. If you're staying just here, that's fine. If you don't go more than this line, but if you go past that line, you should go for a word first. Let's see what you're gonna do. Let's see. So you're gonna be there, you're gonna play slow, you're gonna try to auto-attack, beautiful mechanics, beautiful spacing. Be very careful with this walking up, because you have no vision on the river, you have ward up, and your Nocturne is mid lane. If your Nocturne is mid lane, there is no reason for you. All what Nunu can do is be bot lane. Yes, if he's a good player, he's right here. I mean, okay, coach, by the way, he's right here, but you never know what he can do. Because the thing is, he could also start blue and he can just go to bot, or some crazy in the head cracked people, they start the red buff, they do cracks, they do this, and they go to bot lane, or they do red buff, cracks, and then they go to bot lane, they double it from here. They are cracked in the head. So what you have to do is that when you don't know where is the jungle, when you have no vision, and when your jungle is also not on the bot lane, you want to avoid looking to play aggressive. You want to avoid going more than the middle of the mid lane, middle of the bot lane line. So now this is fine. You're not too aggressive, and you also know Nunu is on the mid lane. So this is good. So overall, you had fine positioning, you had fine spacing, you have decent trading. We messed up the itemization level 1, we messed up the push level 1, and yeah, those are pretty much the aspect. I didn't talk about the ghost. Usually ghost is really good. Usually ghost is really good every time when you can scale. I think ghost is fine. I changed my mind about ghost. I think it's a very OP summon spell, and unless you play against like Tristana or stuff like Draven, maybe you can go exhaust, but in general you can't go wrong with ghost. Ghost is very insane for mid game, early to mid game, also decent in the early game. I think ghost is really good. On Aphelios specifically, I will go ghost a lot. Let's see what is gonna happen here. So you go in here. That's pretty good trade here. Nico is going in. Okay, so let's see the trade here. So are you staying close to the Nico so you can actually walk up with her? So she walks up right here. Look at this. This is a mistake. She walks up, and every time when your support is walking up, you have to watch it, and you have to also mirror it, because she's about to throw W, and look at your clicks. Do you see her clicks? She's facing this way, so she's clicking here. Do you see your own clicks? You're facing the opposite. So this is the definition of a bronze player. You see? This is the definition of a bronze player. If she's walking up, you should also walk up. This is fine. You're walking up, but then you're also backing off. This is bad. This is bad. Where should you stay? It's very simple. You should stay around your support. Right here. Right now it's better. Now it's better. Now it's better. Because when she goes in, look at this. When she goes in, you weren't really ready. You see this? You weren't really ready. This is fine. Okay, and then you just flash. You should look to ghost first before flash, like right here. After you follow this play, this is okay. Wait. But why don't you just W? Yeah, you shouldn't really switch the gun. Yeah, you should use this gun. This gun is much better. Like right now, you should not swap to the Crescendum. You should not swap to the Crescendum. You should just stay red. With the red, you have more damage in one-on-one, face-to-face fights. And then here, you should just ghost here. You just ghost. Like right here, the moment you get stunned, just ghost, and run away. Because you look at this, you have ghost right now, so you use it very late, very late. But there, if you play with the red gun, you're not gonna be in danger. Okay, so right now you're pretty low. Is Nono top lane? Okay, Nono is top lane, so you can push this. If Nono wasn't top lane, I think I would still push, because you have okay HP and you also have Nico. So let's see, push the wave, crush and recall. Good, you also get the boots, that's fine. That's fine. Berserkers on this champ is good. They are gonna push, wave is coming into you. Let's see what you're gonna do. So you're just gonna farm, chill, stay safe. This is good. This is very, very good. Let's see what you're gonna do. Stay around Nico. I wanna see good positioning. Are you gonna freeze here, or what did you do here? Okay, so did you try to pull the minions to the left here so you can try to freeze? Well, not really. Is it good to do it? Well, first of all, I mean, you have to tank it a little bit. And we can see that the next wave is pretty close, so I think it can work, especially because if you look in your inventory, you do have a potion here. So I think that in this case, I would try to do it. I'll try to pull the minions to the left a little bit. Try to stay here for like 3 seconds, 4 seconds maximum, because the wave is actually pretty close to you. And I would do it because you have a potion. If you were scared of the enemy laners and you said, oh, but it's a huge wave, I can't. Again, I'm not too concerned with this. But you could have done it because the wave was really close. Wave was really close to you. In general, you also want to you just want to look at the wave that is close to you. And here you just want to look to freeze. So don't use your Infernum, just play slow. Also when you're last hitting right here. This is bad that you're last hitting like this. Look at this last hit. Like your last hit when the minion is 50 HP. This is bad. If you want to, what you want to do here is simply keep your lane here, okay? You don't want to push, you just want to keep the lane here, which you're doing it. You want to keep the lane here for as much as possible. If you're last hitting the minion when the minion is 50 HP, that's bad. That is bad, because you're not using all of the attacks from the minion. You should last hit the minion when the minion is 1 HP. Because if you do it, you're going to allow that minion, these particular minions, you're going to allow them to hit your minions more. Because now, look what you're doing right now. You can just wait. You need to pay attention to the auto attacks of the minions, and when the minion is like really 1 HP and the attack is actually about to kill that minion, that's when you actually get the minion, you know? You want to get the minion right before it dies. Like now, this last hit, very bad. This last hit, very bad. Like you're trying to slow push in a very, very, very slow manner. You see this? Mistake. Let's see. These are subtle. We're talking about bronze. These are very subtle. They add up, but they are subtle. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So wave is coming. Is wave coming into you? Wait, what is happening here? Wait. What is happening here? So, in this case, you're trying to push. Okay, you got stunned, and then now you back off. What? Like, why did you back off right here? Because the minions right here. So it's slow pushing into them. We have 4 minions. They have 3. So you should walk up right here and you should just ping your Nico to go. And when Nico wants to recall here, let's see what, oh, okay, well, she wanted to do this trick. But, I mean, it's fine if she wanted to do this trick, but you have to walk up here. You have to walk up because you're missing experience. Do you play with a locked camera? Like you would like this, you should move your camera to the wave and see that it's slow pushing, and you have 2 options. It's either you walk up and you ping Nico to actually go with you, or you just walk up, you stay here, for you get the experience, and then you just back off. Of course, I wouldn't stay close to the terrain. I would stay like in the middle of the mid, take the experience and then back off, because if you stay here, Vayne is gonna E you. So you really need to pay attention to the minions right here and just move your camera. Let's see what's gonna happen here, because you missed like 3 minions, I think. Okay, I like that you're not making it obvious. Nico missed. Let's see what you're gonna do. Okay, this is very bad. This is very bad. So right now, this is good that you're trying to go on him. This is good. This is good. This is good. But now, right now, we don't know what is Senna, and we also see the Nunu here. What should you do? You should follow. But the thing is, you can't really follow like right now. The fight is really close to you. I mean, the fight is relatively close to you. The thing is, it's very urgent here. Like it's into your jungle. So your jungle gets pranked. So you can miss some minions for this. Some minions. So what I would personally do here, I would push this wave with Infernum really hard and I would try to follow. Like, look what you're doing right now. You're just staying AFK. And the Nunu was very low actually. The Nunu was getting low. So you didn't really pay attention to what is happening on the map there. And then now you're gonna push. What are you gonna do? But why are we pushing though? Like, why are we pushing? Because this wave is coming into you. This wave is freeze. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 6 against 9. Wave is coming into you. You don't need to push here. Unless you want to recall. But you don't need to push. Look at this. Why are we pushing here? You should only push if you want to recall, but you don't want to recall. You want to stay in the lane. Like now, you just screwed up the freeze. Look at this. Look at this wave management. Now you have a slow push. You don't have a freeze. You see? This time you ghosted very early, which is very nice. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, so it feels like you're playing a lot without vision. Like you have no vision on bot lane, but we're fighting again. You're playing a lot without vision. Let's see. So Senna goes in. I mean, we have to go here. We can't just play it safe. Then it's up to Infernum. You ghosted really easy. Nice. I don't know why you're hesitating. Why are you backing off here? Why are you backing off here? This is fine, but you are hesitating. You would have killed her with ulti if you don't hesitate there. You see this? You backed off. You hesitate like one click. You see this? Look at this. Why are you backing off? Where are you going? You win this really hard. Overall, these are very subtle things. Very subtle things. Like the fact that you don't wording is a relatively medium mistake. I wouldn't even say it's big. I think it's medium. So let's take a look. Let's take a look, because also so wording, Aphelios mechanics, like there is definitely like how many games you have, like how many games do you have on Aphelios? Because there are many things that you can do better in terms of the mechanics of Aphelios. Not having enough experience yet. Okay, then you go to bot lane. Just going to go for Kraken Slayer here. Wave is coming into you, that's fine. Now you're like looking to freeze. This is good. Well, is it good that you're freezing here? Do you need to follow the river? Not really, they are not starting Drake, so we don't need to push. No one is fighting on Drake, so we don't need to push. So you're freezing here, that's fine, because the freeze is gonna allow Fizz to actually go behind them. This is very good, this is a good freeze. This is a good freeze. Also the mechanics were fine. That's good. Okay, what happens here? Because they are fighting on the river and you're not there. Let's see. So why are we pushing? So we're pushing here. He's starting the Drake. Should you follow here? Well, the problem is that if the Nunu is gonna be there with the W and Kiana is also gonna be there with the ultimate, it's gonna be kind of hard for him. He started the Drake, so you kind of need to move. The problem is that you're almost getting the plate. You're about to get the plate. So in this specific situation, since you already do it, you can get the plate. But now I would just move to the Drake, because here you see that you go for the second plate and you also push the wave. This is greedy. This is very greedy. You should be there trying to help him. You should be there. This is your bad that we lose the Drake. Okay, Fizz gets it, but this is really bad. And then what are you gonna do for now? Okay, so you're gonna get the plate here. Let's see what you're gonna do. Okay, God bless you, recall. You had to recall there because you stayed a long time. God bless you, recall there. Okay, good. Almost a mistake there, but you recall. It's fine. Then you got the lane. That's fine. That's good. Let's see your positioning right here. But why are we so far back actually if we know Nico is there? Like right here. You should walk up. Why are you clicking back? Walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up. You should stay close to the Nico because Nico is about to go in. You should be right here right now. And why are we clicking back? Who are you scared of? Because Nico is going in with ulti, with flash, with everything. Look at this. Where are we going? You're way too scared in teamfights. Way too scared. Way too scared in teamfights. Let me put this. Scared positioning in 2v2. Really scared. Okay. We push, we take the plate, and then we just move. Let's see. Let's take a look. So, first of all, why are we moving? First of all, why are we taking the plate? We're taking the plate because we just killed them. You're almost half HP, and right now you have Kraken Slayer in 400 gold. So you basically have Kraken Slayer. You need 400 gold for Kraken Slayer. So you have the item right now. So you take the plate because they're both dead here. This is good. And then after you take this, you have the Kraken Slayer. right now you have the Kraken Slayer in base, so this is a huge power spike. You see a fight on the mid lane. I mean, this fight is not close, it's relatively close, but it's actually a bit, I mean, it is relatively close to you. The problem is that you have Kraken Slayer in base, and this is not reliable. Like, why are we following here? Why are we following here? What do you see here? Yes, there are situations, if the fight already happened, you need to follow. If the fight is going on, you need to follow, but there is no fight here. Who is fighting right now? Nocturne is about to fight. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, right now, remember you made the play here and you have the Kraken Slayer in base, so you should always recall here, unless the river fight is really close to you, or it's a huge fight that you know that you can have a significant impact. So I'm not saying that after you kill them and you get the plate fast, you insta recall for the Kraken Slayer always. I'm saying that there are some situations where if the fight was right here, or right here, or right here, or even right here and they started the Drake, or right here but they were low, or you know that Kiana is low and you can get free kills, in that case, if you know it's free, you can consider helping your teammates. But usually, if the fights are not happening like now, like Fizz is not fighting here now and need to follow, it's not like that urgent, you can consider ignoring your teammates if you have your Kraken Slayer in base. So this is the worst thing. That now, why are we moving? Because Fizz is not even fighting. Yes, Nocturne is moving, but you're not taking a decision because Nocturne is looking to do something. You take the decision to not go for your Kraken Slayer, to delay your power spike, to delay your first item if the fight was happening, was started. Not if the fight is gonna start in 10 seconds. You don't want to follow this. This is the biggest mistake that you're doing. And now you should insta recall. Insta recall, insta recall. If you see this didn't work, you already wasted time. You already have Kraken Slayer in base. Don't waste time. Let them be. Ignore your teammates now. I'm not saying ignore your teammates always, because if the fight was really close to you when you started the overextended, if the fight is close to you, you can follow. But now, even though you can say, okay, coach, but the fight is close to me. Yeah, it's close to you, but you already overextended, you already down tempo, you already wasted time, so you can't waste more time. You have to recall for the Kraken Slayer. So in this case, you should ignore. Yes, you can sometimes cancel your recall if you have like 200 gold, or you only have in base like a dagger, or you don't have the Kraken Slayer in base. But in this specific situation, you should just insta recall. And then right now you should insta recall. Don't stay. You stayed so much, you can't stay here. You simply can't stay here. You stay so much, you don't need to push this way. Recall and then get back to bot lane, because Vayne is gonna push this way and gonna get plates. You can't stay mid. This is really bad. Recall. Yeah, recall. You don't need to push. Recall. You overextended so much by going, then you overextended again by following the fight, then you overextend again by pushing the mid wave, and now you overextend again by trying to crush the mid wave. This is like, and then recall. You're not supposed to be in the fights right now. You're losing your bot lane so much. You can't be at Herald, because it's not your job to be at Herald as an AD carry if you don't have minimum an item and a half. If you don't have minimum an item and a half as an AD carry, you should not look to do that. Now you should insta recall. This is iron. This is not bronze. This is iron. You have Kraken Slayer. Why are we roaming on AD carry? Why are we roaming? You're playing support? Insane lane you had. Recall. You don't want to fight. How much gold do you have? 2k gold. Bro, you have diamond lane, Lucas. And iron 4 rotations. And recall timings. Holy, I've never ever seen that. Ever in my life. Ever. Like, you have so good lane and so bad like macro and rotations. And now you should just push. I don't know if you're trying to last it. Yeah, you're trying to slow push. Yeah, you probably watch a lot of videos on YouTube that are telling you to slow push. The rule is, if the tower is gone, You never freeze here, you never slow push. You always hard push, because Vayne is gonna go mid, she's gonna actually go in this fight, she's gonna kill them, and you're gonna slow push here, which is bad. Just push the wave, try to push the wave into the tower so you can force the Vayne to be there, and it's better. So now you're pushing bot lane. This is good that you're on bot lane. Let's see what you're gonna do. You're gonna push more, of course. I mean, this fight is very far from you. You're just gonna push more. How much gold do you need? I mean, a lot more. Now you push more. This is good. And then after you take the tower, you back off, you ghost. That is fine. You don't have blue trinket. If you had blue trinket, you could have prevented this. But this is not bad. Now you're staying with your teammates because you have an item and a half, and you can stay more with your teammates. Your teamfight positioning was very good. Your teamfight mechanics were very, very good right here. That's good to swap to green. Very good mechanics. Very good Q. Okay, you could have get Penta here, I think. So this is fine. Crescendum, you don't need to ulti here. Like here you should just auto attack. You should just auto her. She was dead. And then if you just flash here, like this, you flash here right now. You flash here right now. You don't get you don't stay close to the terrain. You flash here, and you ulti insta. You just win. You just win here. You just win really easy. Let's see what you're gonna do right now. So you have 2 items. I expect you to be in team fights. So now let's assess the minimap. So now you're Aphelios. Bot wave is pushing into you. Mid lane is pushing into them. The best thing that you can do is go bot lane, catch the wave, go mid lane, stay mid lane. The reason why you stay bot is because she's pushing to you, and you're first here, so Fizz is not really alive yet. You're first, so you can just go there and then push the wave, then look to go mid lane. The worst thing that you can go is going mid. This is very bad. Very, very bad. You could also get the kill here on Kiana. Very bad that you move towards mid lane. If the wave is pushing into your bot lane, you need to catch it first. I agree with you that you are 2 items you want to fight, but if your wave is really huge into your tower, you want to catch that first before you go to fight. So let's see what you're gonna do right now. So you're gonna fight here and you're just gonna die. Yes. Iron 4. This is Iron 4 macro rotations. Definitely platinum, minimum platinum lane. Like the maybe not platinum, but let's see. So what are you gonna do right now? Okay, now you have 2 items and the Baron is up. So whenever the Baron is up, you have to be very careful with how much time you spend on the side lane, okay? Now you're going to bot lane. They are not really fighting mid, they just killed Vayne, so there is no an urgency to instantly move there. You look at bot lane, this wave is pretty bad. It's actually pushing into them. So if the wave was pushing into you, it's good to catch it, to go. Like if the wave is like basically on your side, you want to catch it and then you want to go mid, unless they were fighting on mid lane, in which case you go mid right away. But in this specific situation, going bot is not that bad because they are not fighting. But in terms of going bot, so the only reason, you have 2 reasons why you would go bot here. First of all, if you have the wave pushing into you and they weren't fighting, you should go bot. Or if you want to get some camps, or if you already have a wave that you want to catch and they are not fighting, you should go bot. They are not fighting, that is true, but the wave is shit here. The wave is, look at the wave right now. It's dying, so you're not going to get anything here. So you should just go mid. You should just go mid right now. This is bad. Because the Baron is spawned and you're spending time on the side lane. Yes, like by the time when you go to bot lane, you really should move your camera and you should look at the wave. And if you see that the wave is coming into you, you can go really fast, catch it, and then insta go mid. But if the wave is coming into them, like in this specific case, then you shouldn't really go there. Especially because the Baron was up right now, and past 20 minutes, you want to avoid staying too much on the side lane. When you shouldn't stay on the side lane, you stay on the side lane. And when you should be mid lane, you're not mid lane. Look at this. They just fought and you're not there. This would be a pentakill from you. You see this? Biggest mistake. So this is macro. This is macro, Lucas. And now you stay on mid lane. But the problem is that you're not having teammates because you didn't group properly. So you have to learn when do you have to catch waves on bot and when do you have to stay with your team. Staying with your team here is fine. Staying with your team here is fine. Baron is up. Staying with your team is fine. Okay, this is fine. Then you go to mid lane. This is good. Perfect. Your teammates are all pushing. Here you also have 3k gold. Again, the same mistake with recalls. But in this case, you had to stay because 3 people stay, you have to stay as well. Perfect. You try to get that. Should you go to bot lane, mid lane, top lane? Okay, but bot lane is pushed, so you don't have to go to bot lane. I mean, top lane, you're not gonna go top lane, so then you just go to mid. This is very good decision. And then you stay with your teammates. That's fine. That is fine. Then you stay on mid lane, then you stay with your teammates. Okay. Mid to late game, the rotations are better. Mid game rotations are very, very, very bad. Early to mid game rotations very bad. And now you're gonna take some camps, and now you can go bot because the mid wave is pushed. This is very good, and you can't go top, and you prefer it more than getting the camps. Then you just try to stay with your teammates, get some camps, and stay around mid lane. This is good. The wave was pushed all the way on bot lane, so you didn't go there. Okay, this is better. So this is getting better. This is getting better here. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, so right here, you should not swap to Infernum. You should have Gravitum. You should auto attack him like now. Just swap your gun. Swap your gun, auto attack him, and Q. You can stun him, and he's not gonna be able to do anything. Just swap your gun, swap your gun, Q him. No, you don't need Gale Force. You can just swap your gun, stun him, and he's dead. You do not need that. This fight would have been so easy win. This is so free win. This would have been free win. Yes, this would have been free win. Then you go for the red buff. That's fine. You get some camps. I hope you're gonna stay with your teammates. Okay, wait. Why are we not staying with the teammates? So, you respond, but they are on bot lane, so they are super, super far. So you just decided to go for the red buff. Well, that's not bad. But then right here, I wouldn't go Krugs. I would just go towards mid lane. Now try to be as close to the people as possible, because there are 3 people that are pushing. If only one guy is pushing, you can do this. But if 3 people are pushing, then I will try to move towards mid lane, because this is realistically not giving you so much. And then now you're gonna stay to top lane by yourself, but you're gonna die. Exactly. Like, it's so obvious. It's so easy. And then you just win this game. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so macro. Mid-game macro rotations. Like, when do you have to choose to stay on bot lane to catch the farm? And when do you have to rotate? Also, when do you have to recall? These are like the biggest mistakes. Also, we have a problem with wording, but the recalls, we are staying with 3k gold, plus we are having Kraken Slayer in base, but we roam top. Like, that was very bad. So there are many things that you can improve. But mid-game macro rotations and the recalls are the biggest. Wording, Aphelios mechanics, you're too scared in the laning phase. These are also things that you can improve. You have good positioning in the lane, usually. Sometimes you're playing too safe, but usually you have good positioning. And your mechanics are also okay. So there is that. Spacing is also okay. You didn't play for level 2 first, so you definitely have to improve the mid-game macro. So I'll try to think how you can do that really.
For those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARAMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it. Coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time auto-piloting and not learning anything, if you run into a circle for a long time, if you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management, maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game, maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro, and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach. Or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks. Or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.